and welcome again to the O Double channel with me, your Layemi Oluwadamlala. And I apologize for last week. I couldn't post last week, but I'm sure that's my excuse will make you not to be angry with me. So last week was my birthday, Valentine baby. Yes, I'm a proud Valentine. Yes, so I had a birthday party last week, office party, siblings party, house party, wear party. We're just bubbling, cakes left, right, center, back and front. Yeah, so thanks to everyone who wished me a happy birthday last week, and birthday wishes are still accepted. Yes, and cakes and gifts and everything still very much accepted. We're still in February, so it's okay to still collect, even if it's till the end of the year. I'm still going to collect. I don't care. Alright, so on the O Double channel, in case you've just been a part of the family, I would also like that you subscribe. Yes, when you come up to the channel, I would like that you subscribe, you like, you share, and tell your friends about this channel as well. Alright, so this week, something happened over the weekend that made me decide to talk about this thing today, and that is, when I had the party, I went out with some friends, and some people who were not really my friends, let me just say acquaintance, yeah, let me use that word like that. So I went out and we had fun, and then we went somewhere else again. We went to see someone. So on getting there, okay, it was not as if we went to see someone, we went for what, it was just like a talk or a seminar or something, sure. So we went there, and I noticed that they were asking us as we were entering, what do you do? What's your job? What's this, and that? So we'll tell them, they'll put you here. And I noticed, I looked around, I was like, wait, there's some of my friends who are into business. Why are they somewhere far away? Then we say we have job. Why are we here? I began to ask questions. Why are we separated? And you're like, and they are dividing based on what you do, based on how much they think you collect as salary. So I was like, so what? My friends that are having business, they run their own personal business. It might not have grown to what they want it to be. Does that mean they should be put aside and put somewhere at the back? And do you know how much I'm collecting as salary? Some of them even make far more than what I collect as salary. Although I know I have my own business, I'm into bag making as well, and I'll be doing some tutorials on that very soon. So, I began to ask myself, what has this country turned to? Do you begin to separate people based on what they do, based on, the job, based on how much you think they collect, which you do not know, but you are just assuming because he or she says I'm working in this place? So that brought me to the topic of this week, which is, how true is it that people ask for what you do for a living so they can calculate the level of respect they give you? Is it true? That thing made me really begin to think that, wait, are these people really asking us? So, because, they're coming to us, and when it was time to say, would like some people to be a part of something donation, they were now bringing files to us, and I was just laughing. I said, I want you to call off. They went to put them at the back because they run business of their own and they don't know about business yet. Then because let me speak here, I'm sorry. Because you hear that working for an online radio station, a religious online radio station, you just assume and said, this one should have money, let's put her in front. I thought I'm down with it, that will be donating money. I don't know how that sits with you, but it didn't sit well with me at all. People asking you for what you do. So if I'm on the road and I tell you, though, I work with a religious online station, you're like, online station, nobody knows this one, Jerry. So you begin to wait. Do you accord respect to people based on what they do for a living? Is that proper? Is that right? That people are accorded respect based on what they do. So you see an engineer, or okay, let me use the normal word that we use, a mechanic, although it should be a mechanical engineer. And then he said, because he's a mechanic, what does he know? How much does he have? And then I begin to treat him in a very wrong way because he is the mechanic. Or do you see someone who is a teacher and say, teacher, how much does this person want to have? And you begin to disrespect the person because the person is a teacher. Is that right? I don't think it didn't sit well with me. But if you have an explanation as to why people have to treat, disrespect other people based on what they do for a living, and why do you even have to ask me what do I do for a living before you can respect me? I think that is even wrong on its own, that you're asking me that what do I do for a living before you can decide if I want to respect this person or if I don't want to respect the person. I might be doing that, doesn't mean I don't have other things I'm doing. Doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm doing. Doesn't mean I have brain upstairs. Doesn't mean that, situation might even have caused that I am currently in the place where I am. But does that mean that you should not use that to judge me and say this is how I'm going to respect you? I'm going to look down on this person. Oh, can you imagine? Just an ordinary teacher. Oh, just an ordinary mechanic. Oh, just an ordinary business person. What's the name of your business again? What do you say you're doing? Where is it located? Are you known? How many people do you have? And because of that, say you want to disrespect the person because you think you're in a better place and in a better position. Uncle, auntie, have you forgotten that you're also starting from somewhere? Have you forgotten that at a point in your life you actually wanted to give up, thinking that I don't think this business or this job that I'm doing can make a way for me? So I think it is wrong and very, very wrong that people begin to respect other people based on what they do or based on the kind of job that they do. It is totally, totally, totally wrong. Everyone has a story behind success. So if you find yourself in a better place, that doesn't give you the right to say that, because I'm better than this person, because the person does a lower job than I am doing, I will now use that to calculate the respect of the person. I always say this to people. Remember, you also started from somewhere. You also have a story. Imagine if you had gone to other people who were bigger than you then when you had nothing, and they treated you the same way you're treating people now, because you're using their level, what they do for a living, to think and to calculate the amount of respect you would give to them. How would you feel? How would you have felt? So I think it is totally wrong that people ask you, what do you do for a living? Not because they want to know, not because they really want to know, or they're interested, or they even want to help you, but because they want to calculate the level of respect they want to give to you. It is totally, totally, totally wrong. I was really pissed last week, as in overly pissed, that this is wrong. I have to even go tell them that you don't do things like that. You see, some of these people that are growing business, they even earn much more than those who work and earn salary, monthly salary. So you don't judge by that and say, it's just a business person. She's selling Ankara. Of course, she's not making much money, so let's put her in one side. It is totally, totally wrong. So I'd like that we change our mentality. If you are that kind of person that does this kind of thing, or you find yourself doing things like this, asking people what they do for a living, so you can begin to ask this, do I respect this person? But I don't respect the person. This one does not know anything, Jerry. He's just growing in business. What does he or she know? I think it is totally wrong, and I think that it is high time that you stop it. And remember where you also came from. You came from somewhere. You started from somewhere. You didn't one day just sleep and wake up and you just grew. Even if your father is the owner of the company where you are, your father started from somewhere. And before he got to where it is now that you're handing over, or that he has handed over to you, that you're really now, he actually has a story to say. So nobody woke up one morning and just had success all of a sudden. No, that's not how it was. So always treat people right, because I'm sure I always say this thing: treat people the way you want to be treated. If you don't want to be treated in a bad way, then don't treat people in a bad way. If you want to be respected, then respect everybody, no matter how small. So I am pleading with us that we change our orientation and mindset and begin to treat people based on who they really are, not based on what he or she is doing. Let's begin to treat people and accord them the respect that they deserve. Respect is reciprocal. If you want respect, then you need to begin to treat people with respect. If you want people to treat you right, then you also need to treat people right. And stop asking people what they are doing for a living just to know what kind of respect to do for them. Some people won't even tell you all they do. They want to see your reaction. They want to see how this person is. Imagine if a guy even wants to even ask you out, or as a lady now, and he says, oh, I'm just a mechanical engineer. You're like, last one. And he did not tell you that he's more than a mechanical engineer. But because of that, you now disrespect him and degrade him. And at the end of the day, he now tells you, I'm not just into that. I do this and I do that. And you're like, I'm sorry. That's past. You've missed the opportunity. So some of us have even lost and messed up things, opportunities that would have gotten to us on a platter of gold because of the way we treat people. Begin to ask people, what are you doing for a living? I'm not a mechanic. I cannot even respect this person. I'm just going to talk to the person anyhow. Or you see the person, because you have seen the person do some menial jobs before, and you think that's how the person is going to die. That's how the person will continue to be forever and ever in life. And you begin to treat the person that way. It is totally, totally wrong. And I hope that you've learned this morning. I hope that you have learned today not to treat people based on what they do for a living. It is totally wrong. Let's begin to treat people right. Encourage people so that they can even begin to do more. If you are treating people like this, sometimes the way we treat people, the way we react to people makes them even, go think and like, maybe what I'm even doing is even not okay. Let me try something else. And it even leads some people to doing something wrong, something really, really, bad, just because they want to please you, just because they need you to respect them. So let's not do all these things. Let's stop it. Let's do away with it and learn to respect people no matter how small the person is. Alright, I'd like that you share a story if you have found or encountered something similar to this. If you have been treated with low respect because of what you do for a living and all of that, I would like to hear from you as well. Thank you for watching today's episode and today's gist on how my friends were treated badly last week just because they were not into the kind of things that some of us were doing, and how it really pained me, and I had to come put it out here. And I hope you haven't found yourself in such, but if you have, I'll tell you to encourage yourself. Do not be discouraged, but keep trying and keep striving, so that at the end of the day, when those people see you again, you know, like somebody says to me, like it says that success is the best revenge you can ever give anyone. So that when they see you, and next time you go there and they're asking you what you, and you tell them I'm the CEO, and they're like, this same person, that's the kind of look you want them to have, right? So keep encouraging yourself. Do not be discouraged. People will always say anything they want to say just to discourage you. Yes, they will do that. So encourage yourself, trust in the Lord, and I tell you, He would never disappoint nor fail you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of today's and this week's gist and talk and rant and and I hope that you enjoy yourself. Please, I would like to hear from you. Comment contributions to like, to make this channel grow and blossom. Encourage me so that I can keep doing more and so that you can keep hearing from me as well. I remain Olayemi Oluwadamala. Have a great week and a great weekend ahead. I love you.